Right, hi everyone. It's been a few days since the last video. So, that bloody chain's loose again. It's forever coming loose. Yeah, like I say, it's been a few days since I last was there. Sounds like a confession, doesn't it? Forgive me, Father, for I have not played with a motorcycle for several days. Now, it is windy today, and I know the wind plays havoc. Plays havoc with this camera. As usual, Biggles is out flying as soon as I turn the fucking camera on. Helicopter. Probably looking for the local tow rags. Anyway, I had a bit of a disaster with my Suzuki. I came home from work the other day, parked it on the path over there where the Zontes is, put the side stand down, jumped off, and over she went. So obviously didn't put the side stand down. Yeah, she went right over on the side. I bent the gear change, which I've straightened out. That's come out okay. And then I've grazed the side of the engine case in there, which is bloody irritating because this bike was in pristine condition. But there's a little bit of a scuff on the centre stand there as well by the looks of it. Yeah, bloody annoying, bloody stupid, but there you go. Anyway, also, in the few days that I've been off, our Oriental friends from Aliexpress have made a delivery. So we've got a stack of cutting discs there. I was running out. We have a brake light switch, rear brake light switch for the Zontes. It's all for the Zontes actually. We have a lock set, or most of a lock set. So we've got the tank lock, the steering lock, and the ignition. There we also have a helmet lock. Now I was a bit sort of anal about this. It didn't really need it, but it should have one, so I decided to put one on. The only thing is, that's a different set of keys. So it'll have one set of keys for everything, but then a separate set for the helmet lock. Can't be helped. Couldn't find a lock set that included a helmet lock. Also we have the toolbox cover, because that's missing. We have a pack of, there's 5 or 6 of them in there, but that's how they come. That's the little rubber eye thing that clips onto the mudguard and holds the speedo cable and what have you. We have a pair of rear footrests, which is good. Most of this stuff, by the way, was listed as being for a Suzuki GS125. It's not for Zontes, it's for a Suzuki GS125. I think it'll fit, I'm confident it'll fit. But yeah, it's not for a Zontes, you have to be a little bit creative. Also, brand new chain guard there. Again, Suzuki GS125. Yeah, we want to start putting this on. I don't know if I showed you this, guys, I can't remember, but that's the end result for that bracket, the rear exhaust bracket. If I grab one of those foot pegs, you'll see why I had to change it. So that has to bolt on to the outside there. Now if that bracket as it was on the outside, that was going to be difficult to do because on the back there is a little location hole, and that locates on that peg there. So with the bracket this side, it would have covered that, you wouldn't have been able to get it on. That's why I had to change that round. Anyway, let's get you guys set up, pointing at the bike, and we'll begin getting some of this stuff on. I'm done the, probably showed you this, like I said, I can't remember where I left off, but the foot pegs, front ones, where are they? Yeah, there they are, they're up there. I've had to weld one of those solid, but we'll get them on off camera because you've already seen me put them on anyway, and then we'll switch on the camera and start getting some of this stuff bolted on. back soon. Right, the front foot pegs are on, as you can see, and with that one folds up. That one does not. I welded it solid, had no choice. Right, I'm trying to get these rear foot pegs on, and I can't get a bolt in that. Now, funnily enough, the other side I think must have been drilled, because a M10 bolt on the other side just goes straight through. This one doesn't, but it does seem to be part threaded, but it only goes in so far. So let's see if I've got an M10 tap. M10. So we can run a tap through that. I should probably put a bolt on the other side anyway, just belt and braces, but I thought it was I thought you just bolted it through anyway. So it's a little odd why one side is tapped and the other one isn't, unless someone at some previous point has mentioned has drilled it through. So we will just clean those threads out. I've not got no lubricant or anything, because I think it's just light rust and paint and shit, so it's not as if I'm actually cutting new threads at all. So that's gone right through very, very easily. And out the other side it goes. Lovely. Alright, let's whip that back out. Yeah, I think it's just rust and crud and shit on that, that's all. So that hopefully, now set this bolt all the way, which it does. Sorted. I ain't going to get much of a nut on the back there, to be honest, but I don't think I need one in actual fact. Oh, bloody wet bumblebee. Okay, let's try and get the other side on. Made in China. Quality. So this side, I don't know if it's design or what the hell, but this one just pushes straight through and has a nut on the other side. Oh, what a faff. Right, there we go. Rear foot pegs. Not fantastic quality, but rear foot pegs nonetheless. actually shit quality if I'm being honest, but that's drooping. That's appalling, isn't it? That is appalling. Oh well, it's what I've got. I might try and put a washer or something on that, but they almost made it of tin foil. Yep, good. Right, next job. Right, while we're down here, I'm going to offer up this chain guard, see if that fits. I have done a little bit of a better job on that rear foot peg. I've put a longer bolt in, I've got a nut on the other side, and I've tightened it up a bit. I'm still not impressed with the quality. I think they're absolutely shit. But then that's Aliexpress for you. Right, as said previously, this chain guard was listed as being for a Suzuki GS125. Now I can already see under the bubble wrap, and this is how it come, by the way, a thin layer of bubble wrap, and a plastic bag all the way from China, and they wonder why they get damaged. Again, not great quality, but I didn't have a lot of choice with this, simply because I couldn't get one anywhere. Now it's bent in there, I don't know if you can see that, but it is bent. But as it's made of tin foil, it shouldn't take an awful lot of straightening. Now, that looks to me like that's going to fit no problem. That's a bit bent, so straighten that up a bit. Now, I've also got to find this part here, just locates into that hole. So I've got to find a rubber grommet to fit that hole, and I've got to find a couple of nuts and bolts to attach it. So let me find them and I'll come back. Right, this is not going well. So I have found a grommet in there, although it's not got a round hole in it, it's got a square one, but it does work. I can get that peg there to fit in it. However, if I do that, and I'll try and show you, let me just, nothing's easy on this when you're trying to make non-standard parts fit a bike. I had just convinced that this was going to go straight on. So I pop that peg in that grommet, which I'm about to do. In it goes, and I have bent it a little bit as well to try and make it fit, but that doesn't line up with that. It's sitting way too high just there, and that doesn't line up with that. So basically, fuck all lines up. What I'm going to do, I don't know if this is going to work, that thing there, I'm going to drill those welds there, spot welded on, and then I'm going to put it on without that and see if these two mounting holes line up. If they do, I'm then going to pop that part that I've removed into that grommet, mark where it is on the mudguard, and then re-drill and bolt it back on. Now that's going to be an awful lot of faffing about. That's not going to be very interesting. So I'm going to get on with that, and I will turn the camera back on and show you the results, whether that be good or bad. Cheers. Okay, right, it's just sort of roughly fitted. I've got both of the bolt holes lining up at this end, and after a bit of bending and tweaking, it does fit, and it don't look too bad. It really is shit quality again, but it is on there. But then if you come around this side, if I can get the camera in, you can see I've just popped that bracket in there, and you can see the original holes there and how far out that was, and that's now actually sticking above the mudguard. So I can pick up that the bottom hole. I'll drill a new hole just below, and then probably just grind the top off and shape it best I can. So yeah, I'm going to get a Sharpie, we'll mark that up, we'll take the mudguard off again, and then we'll bolt that on and finally fit it, hopefully. Nothing simple with this stuff, nothing simple. Right, let's do that. And there we go. I've put that in the position it now needs to be in, and you can see how incredibly far off that was. So whether this would have fitted on a Suzuki GS125, nobody knows. Anyway, we're going to trim that off there with a grinder, that top piece, just to neaten it up a little bit, and then hopefully we can get this on, and I will, next time you see it, it will be hopefully fitted to the bike and all working. Yeah, that was my normal trick. I've been yabbering on, telling you what I'm doing, and I hadn't pressed record. So anyway, the chain guard fitted, no problem at all. Secured both sides, and in there you can hopefully see the adjustment I had to make, but it now fits. What we're doing now is we're changing the steering lock, and the reason we're changing the steering lock is not because there's anything wrong with it, but simply because the new lock set come with a steering lock, and it will enable the use of the same key. Yeah, that's not to say you shouldn't have security. If you make it as difficult as possible for someone to nick your bike, then hopefully they may move on to nick someone else's instead of yours. I know it's a bit selfish, but that's just the way of the world. However, if your bike is desirable, and let's be honest, this one isn't, but if your bike is desirable, they'll find a way anyway. Right, let me grab the key. So hopefully we should have a working steering lock. Good, good. Right, what next? Right, the next thing I want to put on is the ignition, and there's the new ignition. Now what I don't like about it is the fact that all the wires are exposed at the back, and I just pulled out the old broken ignition, and that one has a rubber condom, rubber snippers on it. Yeah, so that one's got a rubber condom on it, so I'm gonna see if I can transfer that over to the new one. it shouldn't be too technical. But while I'm here, I often find with these Chinese ignitions is that they just connect the wires to the connector and don't really try too hard, so they're often wired wrong. So I'm just going to compare the two while we're about it. You see they are different. So I've got black and white followed by brown and white, which is correct, and then I've got black, but on this one it's brown. Oh, hang on a minute, no, that is completely wrong. See, unless of course it's wired different this end, green, brown, brown, which it isn't. So I am going to guess and say, and I've had this before with these Chinese ignitions, I'm going to say that they've wired that wrong and I need to change it over. Don't know if that's coming through clear. Now the thing is, do I change it over now, or do I just put it on and then see if it works and then change it over if it doesn't? So they've got red, brown. Yeah, basically they've got the hang on, the red. Yeah, you see they've got it completely the opposite. So I've got that one upside down and that one the right way up, and I've got red, no, black. No, it's like they've just thrown the fucking thing on, and you know, I'll just chuck it on any old. Now I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the wiring over to match the old ignition. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to do that off camera. Bring you back soon. Right, let's go for it. This clutch cable's an issue. I think I might need to get a new one because that's too long. I think they go other side of that headlight bracket. That's more like it. That clutch cable really is going to be an issue. Okay, right, needs tightening up, obviously, but there you go, that's coming together now. Right, let me get them tightened up and then we might move on to the headlight. I've got two headlights, I'm going to have a look at them, see which one's the best. I don't think either of them are brilliant, but yeah, we'll tighten them clocks up and probably move on to the headlight. Right, the wind's getting up a bit now, so we are soon going to call it a day. I've got to go and do other shit anyway. But yeah, I've gone ahead and done a couple of bits without you guys. You ain't missed much, don't worry. What did I do? Oh, the gear change, I've bolted that on. What else did I do? I'm sure there was something else around here. Never mind, it'll come to me. Oh yes, I know what it was. The helmet lock. Yeah, I've put the helmet lock on. Straight on. It's just a generic one, it's not meant for this bike. But yeah, straight on, hold lined up, everything. Dead easy. Helmet lock. So we now got two sets of keys. One for everything else, and one for the helmet lock. Only way I could do it. What else? That toolbox cover. It was only a little thing. I think it was about £2. Something stupid. It wasn't expensive. But yeah, toolbox covers on. The brake light switch, I'll put that on as well. Don't know if it works yet. We'll find out when we get some electrics on it. Anything else? Don't think there was. The kickstart needs to go on. I'm not putting that on yet though, because I've got a new rubber on order for it. What else? I think that's it. Headlight, yeah. I've got a couple of headlights. Neither of them are fantastic, so I'm going to pick the best one of those bowls, which is probably that one, I'm not really sure, and we'll polish that up, and yeah, might get one of them bolted on. So I'm pretty sure you don't want to see me polishing, or maybe you do, but you're not going to. Right, let me sort that out, and then we may bolt that on, we may call it a day. Let's see how it goes. Right, well that's the headlight bowl on. Let's have a quick look round. It's looking more and more like a motorcycle now instead of a piece of scrap. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to leave it for today. Thanks for watching. Help me out by hitting that subscribe button. Ring the bell, you'll be notified when I upload more videos. But for the time being, thanks for watching. Bertie Bodgett, signing off.